Start your engines.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this evening's Grand Prix. You join myself, Lemony Tang, in the commentary booth. This is the International Friends Racing League. It's round 12, ladies and gentlemen. It's the final. It's a sprint race as well. And we are in Austria, the great Red Bull Ring, the A1 ring, known in the past. This should be a fantastic race and qualifying evening this evening. We have a one-shot qualifying to get us going straight into the sprint race afterwards. So these guys are in the garages here trying to think to themselves, what kind of a strategy can they do? Well, I'll give it to you, ladies and gentlemen. Do not invalidate, otherwise you are in for a hard evening. But we've got moments away, ladies and gentlemen, to go before this qualifying session kicks off. It's a 4.3 kilometer racetrack, 2.6 miles, and there's 10 corners. But let that not fool you. This track is full of challenges and mishaps to be had by these guys. So as we have a look here on board, we'll jump on board. One of the guys here will stay on board of TT Whispering here in third position at the moment in the Alpine as he comes thundering down towards turns 2 and 3, the very hard braking zone. You want to keep yourself towards that apex and watch that rear end on exit as well, otherwise you'll find yourself in that inside wall. Down the back straight now towards the right-hander as it dips away into the braking zone. You need to take that into consideration, and again, watch that exit, run it wide, carry the momentum towards 5, 6. Now this fast left-hander, easy to lose the front. You need a strong one through here, and into 7 we go as well. Again, watch that front end, a little bit of understeer isn't too bad around here. Riding the curves on the exit there through turn 8, and now the formidable turn 9 and 10. Double right-hander down the hill, full commitment. And as you come through the last corner, watch that curb on the exit. Oh, I don't know. Did he get away with it? He seems to be so far. But Assassin X8 gets the pole position on a 1.4919. And Groovy is in second on a 1.52. Bridgie in third on a 1.5 as well. So very close with these guys. Very good stuff. Twisburn just lost it at the last few corners. I think they're in fourth position. But very entertaining to be on board with these guys, as you would say, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely great stuff in that very short qualifying session. So I'll just take a couple of notes here. Assassin is pole position with Groovy in second, but Briggsy is in third, Twisburn in fourth, BGR Sprixie in fifth, Cold Steel in seventh, Cold Steel in sixth, Becco in seventh, Saints Power in eighth, Bat in ninth, and then Dipwind is your top 10. Killer Freddy in 11th, GTS Owl in 12th, Warzy Pusby in 13th, Ashburn in 14th, and Alligator didn't set a lap time himself, but very good stuff from these guys. So far, so good anyway. So, very quick turnaround for these guys, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be right back in their cars momentarily in the pit garages, needing to get their pit strategy, fuel strategy more than anything else, out of the way. There is no pit stop in the sprint race, but it shall be interesting to see how these guys get on out there. We'll see. Here's the point system as we have a look here. So first position gets 22 points, second gets 19, third gets 16, fourth is 14, and so on down the order. So that's going to be very interesting with these guys this evening. Who's it going to be? The championship standing at the moment, as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, on the board. I'm not going to call them out. They're a little bit too far away from me. My glasses do need to be put on. So as we go back towards the game now, these boys are getting ready in the garages here. I'm not sure if there's going to be a warm-up lap, but the nerves will certainly be getting created in the cockpit. There is a warm-up lap. Great stuff. So it gives me plenty of time to waffle on here in the commentary booth. So it seemed it was obviously a great lap here from Assassin to get pole position. But we have Groovy in second. He'll be looking to capitalise on that down into turn 1. And then Briggsy seemed to, I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention. It was such a good lap time. Well, such a good lap by Twisburn. I was so entertained by it in fourth. But then we have BGR Expree in 5th. We've got BGR Cold Steel in 6th as well. Teammates in the name, but not so much on the track this evening. The elbows will surely be out at some stage between these drivers. Becco 44 in 7th. Saints Power in an 8th. Batty 1990 in 9th. Dipwind in 10th. Killer Freddy in 11th. GTSL in 12th. Wardy Puss in 13th, Ashburn in 14th, and Alligator rounds out your field here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. A 15-car strong field, absolutely brilliant stuff to see. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely amazing to be here. It is the International Friends Racing League. It is Lemony Tang in the commentary booth, your favourite commentator, as always, here on the channel. It is round 12 and it is Austria. It's a sprint race, ladies and gentlemen. It's 12 laps out there for these guys as they try to warm up their tyres. We shall have a look here at some telemetry and see what kind of tyres they've all gone for. Everyone's gone for a medium spread out there. Nobody wanted to take the challenge on the softs, but again, I don't know, a soft with a sneaky safety car in there really could have paid some dividends with these guys. But anyway, Saints Power's been disqualified under the warm-up lap. Easy to do with everyone backing up and weaving around, but sure, that's how she goes. Cold tyres for him into turn 1. Very tricky turn 1. It goes up the hill as well, and everyone just kind of funnels in down towards the hairpin there, and turns 2 and 3 is going to be an interesting one. But we wait for the final cars to line up on the grid, ladies and gentlemen, and we wait to be under starters orders. It's going to be a very good one. We got a fantastic camera view from turn 1 down towards the starting grid as the final cars make their way. The green flags are waving. We are under starters orders, ladies and gentlemen, as we wait for the lights on the gantry. 2 lights, 3 lights, we've got 4, 5 lights, ladies and gentlemen. It's a long hold for these guys. No jump starts. Great stuff from the pole sitter. He swoops right across. There's contact in the background. 3 cars getting caught up, but Assassin, no need to worry. He's straight through into turn 1 as the rest of the cars start to file their way through. There's a big battle towards 7th, 8th, 9th as they come thundering down towards turns 2 and 3. Groovy seems to be getting lined up by Bigsy, but he thinks better of it down into turn 3 as the rest of the field seems to be going side by side. There's a McLaren and sideways. Not a good start for both McLarens there. But as we ride on board, he gets himself back up and running. Everyone seems to be getting their elbows out here a little bit. But great stuff from everyone is side by side between the other McLaren and the Ferrari into the right-hander. The Ferrari gets squeezed out on the exit. Good stuff. Good battle between Cold Steel, Becco and Co. up in 6th. As we wait to see, Becco is in 7th, just behind, gaining in the left-hander there as well. Very sketchy first few corners. It always is, though, in fairness, with cool tyres, cool brakes, and everyone's just a little bit antsy-pantsy as well. It is the last race, ladies and gentlemen, of the season, and it's going to be an absolute cracker as well. That is lap 1, ladies and gentlemen. Assassin is still your race leader with Groovy in 2nd, Briggsy in 3rd, Twigsburn in 4th, and Spexy is your top 5 as we concentrate actually a little bit further back here. Seems to be a great battle developing for 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th between Wardy Buzz, GTL, Alligator and Co. As they come down towards the braking zone, everyone seems to be getting... Oh no! Contact Else loses it under braking, tops the Alfa Romeo around just about half a spin. He loses 2 positions with that. But that is how she goes. Very hard deep braking into there, and unfortunately he just made a bit of an issue with that one. Anyway, no harm, no foul. They continue down the road. Happy days. We jump right back towards the leaders as well, because Assassin is on a 7-point. Oh no! That's Briggsy spun! Briggsy spun out of 3rd position. I can't believe it. We've seen it on the timing screen. We were just jumping back as soon as there's a pass going on, and that's it. He's dropped it. He's back into 13th, and he needs a safety car. Assassin, the race leaders after crashing out of the Grand Prix. Where is he dropping to? I'm not quite sure. We're going to ride on board here. There he is in 12th. Unbelievable stuff. We missed it in the commentary booth. We were concentrating on Briggsy, his teammate, having similar issues out there. The Red Bull's not good. Sprixie and Co side by side as well, so it looks as if Sprixie got a little bit loose there as well by Cold Steel. We need to get my act together here at the commentary booth because these battles are raging through the field and we're trying to catch them on the screen if we possibly can. Sprixie coming under increasing pressure now. Well, Becco diving down towards the inside, not quite there, but there is space given, racing room, fair play. The Alfa Romeo goes a little bit wide on the exit, but he carries the momentum to retake the racing line. Good stuff by Sprixie. He gets himself all settled out. These guys need to find themselves a rhythm, take away a few laps, but it is a sprint for a reason. These guys will not get a chance to take a break. As we see, someone's off on the side there as well. Who was that? That was Wardy coming back onto the track. Good stuff from himself. Very entertaining, ladies and gentlemen. Brilliant stuff. We ride it back with Becco. He's trying to gain on the car in front. DRS will be enabled as well, but also for Sprixie, he is just out of the DRS zone now, though. Great run by Becco through turn 1. He pulls out a slipstream even before they get there, pretty much. And it's already a slam dunk down the back, down the straight now towards turns 2 and 3. Is he going to defend the inside? No, he doesn't need to. So, good racing by Becco, battling his way up into 4th position now. Where are we at now with the battles here? Cold Steel is looking at the back of Twigs pouring out there. Saints looks as if he's making a move. Is he? Yes, he is with the Ferrari. Good stuff up the inside. It looks as if Wardy was a little bit wide there as well. Perhaps after overheating his tyres, struggling to get them back under temperature perhaps. But the Ferrari's a little bit wide through the left-hander, which should give us a little bit more momentum. He has picked up a time penalty as well. So pushing hard for these guys, but still finding it hard with the penalties and the boundaries out there. Oh, Wardy well wide there, you have to say. So, can Wardy do anything on the car in front? He's definitely within the DRS zone now. It's wide open. ERS is also being deployed, but Saints Power is also using it. Does he defend the inside? He dives to the inside. No defense needed. Very confident under the brake is Saints Power. And that has given Ashburn behind a bit of a sniff at Wardy up in front. What can the McLaren driver do? He dives to the inside towards the right-hander. Contact is made, but he makes the move stick. A little bit of a squeeze there by Wardy, but I don't think it pulled off for him. Ultimately had to concede the position. So Ashburn through turn 6 and 7. Good stuff. Great maneuver. Elbows out stuff from these guys as always. Alligator seems to be closing up on the back of Sprixie as well. Expiry, I'm not quite sure how to say that one, but anyway, we'll figure it out for the next time. GTO gets a 3-second time penalty as well. They're starting to pop up here, left, right, and centre, as Alligator shows the nose, but thinks better of it, tries to concentrate on the run. He does. Sprixie himself gets a time penalty, so the DRS is wide open. No ERS though, fully look for a lot of these guys, but he dives it down the inside into the braking zone. Sprixie back round the outside, look at that! Oh, can he keep it on board? No, he can't. He's going to have to concede the position here. But very noble effort, I have to say. And Alligator is still going to be under pressure towards turns 4 and 5. Whoa, there's contact made. I can't believe it. Around she goes. The Aston Martin gets collected as well by the McLaren behind, and he's dropping, tumbling down the order. Absolute disaster. And that was Sprixie for you. He's pulled over to try and give the position back, but the damage is done, bud. The damage is done. Unfortunate for these guys. Nice to see he gave the position back, in fairness, but that's how she goes. That's how she crumbles. What are you meant to do? So GTL inherits 6th position. Freddie has inherited... Oh no, wait, Freddie's coming into the pit lane. What's that all about? He's probably got loads of front wing damage. He has. Yes, he was just involved. I'm not quite sure which car it was, but there we go. We've got our answer now. The Ferrari behind is making moves on Ash. But Ash dives to the inside again for turn 1. Not quite. The Red Bull behind, though, gets a fantastic run on Ash here. So Briggsy is going to be the one trying to take advantage here. There's a 3-car DRS here as well. The Ferrari up front trying to make maneuvers. Defending the inside. Good stuff by the McLaren. And the Red Bull tries to get the switch back, but doesn't quite come off. But this is going to be a big one now, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to really spice it up here. Saint Power, Ashburn and Briggsy all within a second of each other. And that's going to be a spicy one now towards the end of this race. It's lap 7 of 12. I haven't been able to take a break. The Red Bull of Briggsy down the inside of the McLaren. The McLaren trying to hang it around the outside. Keeps the foot in it. Fair play to him, but has to concede. Great move by the Red Bull. Very opportunistic. Caught Ash napping, you'd have to say. But he has progressed into 7th. Can he catch Saints Power now? He's still within the DRS, so that's good news. Turn 1, what a good run there by Owl, you'd have to say. Saints is coming under big pressure here by the Red Bull. The Red Bull pulls to the outside. Can he make the move before the braking zone? Saints is still on the inside though. He dives it deep. But the Red Bull gets the switch back. Look at that, absolutely amazing. The McLaren Mercedes in front had a bit of mistake as well, so they're going side by side. They're almost 3 wide down the back straight here towards turns 4. What's going to happen? The Red Bull gets his nose in front of Mercedes has to concede, and now it's the Ferrari and Mercedes side by side towards turns 5 and 6. The Ferrari goes super wide. He's into the grass. Unbelievable. He misjudged that tremendously, and he's spinning to the inside. Saints Power spins out of 7th, 8th position. I can't believe it, but that's unfortunate. Very minute lapse of concentration, and that's away into the grass he goes, and around he went. But look at this. Battles here still raging between Ashburn and Owl. He dives it down the inside. Look at that. Owl, I think, gave him the position, you'd have to say. Ash dives it into turn 1 now. Can he carry the momentum on Briggsy? He's just out of a second there, you'd have to say. Cold Steel has been passed by Becco as well. Becco's in the 3rd position. Can Becco catch Twistburn here? 2.7 seconds between them. Twistburn's right on the back of the leader here, you'd have to say as well. Look at that, only 5/10 between them. So, let's see how they get on for the rest of this race. No time penalties for the guys up in front. We'll have a look at the rest of them for everyone. Yeah, some guys toiling, some up weird. He's definitely trying hard, you'd have to admit. A little bit too hard though, but sure, look, doesn't really bother me about that one. Right, so Twisburn trying to get a good run here. He's within 3/10 of the car in front. Plenty of ERS. He's pulling out a slipstream as well. I think he's going to try and wham bam, thank you man, in the last lap perhaps. But Groovy's going to be trying to think about that as well. This is just as much as chess match as it is. Trying to race as fast as you possibly can out there. The half defends the inside. Just shows that he's looking in their mirrors. He knows where Twisburn is at all times. Twisburn's got a good run here though. Definitely going to be pressure into the right-hander here. He pulls to the outside towards the braking zone. The Haas defends the inside, very nicely placing his car very neatly indeed, exactly where the Alpine wants to go. But the Alpine has a great run as well. Can he do anything into 5 and 6? No. He's right up the exhaust pipe of the car in front through here. Going to lose a bit of front end performance, but he has the confidence in the car. And he's definitely going to be sniffing a move now. It's lap 10 and 12, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to start the penultimate lap here. This race has really kicked off in the last few laps between these two. 3/10 between them now. 2 laps to go. Twisburn showing the nose into turn 1, but we all know it's about that run through turn 1. Can he keep her lit now towards turns 2 and 3? The DRS is wide open. ERS is being used by both of them, you would imagine. But Twisburn still not able to make the move down into the braking zone. He has to pull out. The Haas defends the inside beautifully again, you'd have to say, placing his car once again exactly where the Alpine wants to go. Alpine's right up it though, down towards the braking zone again. The Alpine trying to swoop around the outside, but the Haas runs it a little bit deep. There we are, side by side now towards 5 and 6 perhaps. No, the Haas just about, look at that, absolute textbook driving between 1st and 2nd. It's clean now, but let's see how they get on towards the rest of the lap and the next one. Phenomenal driving between these two drivers at the moment. They're in the lead of the sprint race. So far so good, but who's it gonna be, ladies and gentlemen? Put your money down now. We're about to start the final lap. It's Groovy versus Twisburn for the race lead here. Into turn 1. Twisburn's trying to get that run. Can he do anything about it? Well, right on board here, the DRS is going to be wide open. The ERS is well being used, but Groovy seems to have it. But look at this towards the braking zone. Are we going to try it down the inside? No, not quite. Just not able to do it. A little bit of a tap on the exit, but we're still trying it. I think Briggsy's had to have coming to issues out there. Yes, he has, unfortunately for himself, but we're continuing with the race lead towards the right-hander now. Can Twisburn do anything about Groovy up in front? He's running out of opportunities. Groovy's dropped it! I can't believe it! The race leader almost drops it into the wall on the last lap, but he's given away the position. Twisburn has pressured him into a mistake on the very last lap. Unbelievable scenes here. Great stuff to see Groovy gathered it back up before he ended it in the fence. But Twisburn takes the race lead with only a handful of corners left to go. It's the last corner, ladies and gentlemen. Twisburn is going to win the sprint race here this evening with dramatic last lap fashion. Twisburn is your race winner. Groovy comes into second, commiserations, and Cold Steel is in third. Absolutely brilliant stuff, unbelievable. Well. Absolutely amazing. I think Assassin's still out there as well. Yes, he is. He's just crossed the line. Sorry, ladies, I was just taking a note there of the race winners, but unbelievable. That had me right out of my seat at the very last bit. I thought Groovy had thrown it all away. He did with the race win, but he kept it on the island just about out of the wall to collect second position. But unbelievable stuff. We've all been there. I'm sure you all have. Absolutely great racing here from the International Friends Racing League. That was the sprint race, ladies and gentlemen. It's round 12 with Austria, and if that's anything to go by, I really look forward to the full race now shortly. But Twisburn is your race winner, ladies and gentlemen, with Groovy in second, Cold Steel is in third, Becco in fourth, Ashburn in fifth, GTL in sixth. We've got Brigsby in seventh, Alligator in eighth, BGR Spree in 9th, Assassin in 10th, Saints Power in 11th, Killer Freddy in 12th, Wardy in 13th, Bait in 14th, and Dipwid in 15th. Absolutely great stuff there, I have to say. Very entertaining here. And I'll be back in a minute. I need to get a drink. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the commentary booth and the International Friends Racing League, brought to you by Lemony Tang. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, what an entertaining race that was. Absolutely fantastic. Unbelievable last lap there. Groovy in the lead for half the lap, and then unfortunately lost the rear end there between turn, just on the exit there at turn 5, which handed the win to Twisburn. But that's all well said and done, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about the final race here this evening. Plenty more points on offer as we have a look here with the point standings. Sorry, we don't have the upgraded point standings, but this is the full point system here. First gets 40 points. Second is 30. Third place second is 33. Third gets 28. So that's a fantastic set in there. Everyone should be getting points here this evening. With 15 drivers on the grid, and they go down to 15th, so great stuff. But the aim of the game is to finish. Get your car through the first corner, through the first few bits and bobs, and then get yourself into a racing rhythm. that is the aim of the game. Everyone's at the setting their tyre strategies, their fuel strategy now as well. Oh, there's a few boys out there changing it up there. Alligator in 8th on hards. Sprixie in 9th on hards as well. St. Power in 11th on hards. And then we got Dipwind in 15th, starting on 15th on softs. Good stuff from himself. Trying to throw caution to the wind here. He might get an early caution and he'll be happy out with that one. But Twistburn is your pole sitter this evening. Groovy is in 2nd with Cold Steel on the 2nd row, joined by Becco 44 in 4th, Ashburn in 5th, GTO in 6th, Brigsby in 7th, Alligator in 8th, BGR Expree in 9th, Assassin in 10th, Saints Power in 11th, Killer Freddy in 12th, Wardy in 13th, Bait in 14th, and Dipwind rounding out your grid this evening, rounding out the field in 15th. So we're expecting a 1 to 2 stopper here this evening, depending on what tyres you started on. But it could get very tasty out there this evening indeed. You could end up with a 4 stopper and still win this race. It's all to play for here in the International Friends Racing League. It's round 12. It's the feature race, ladies and gentlemen, from Austria, brought to you by Lemony Tang. So as we wait for the final cars to grid up here, and we will be under starters order momentarily. Oh, the Williams having a bit of a spin in the background. That is unfortunate. Caught live on the stream. That Dipwind as well was, I'm not quite sure. But anyway, the green flags are waving, ladies and gentlemen. They found themselves finally in their homes for the grid. We wait for the lights on top of the gantry here. It's the International Friends Racing League. It's round 12, the feature race from Austria, brought to you by Lemony Tang. We've got 4, we've got 5. It's another long hold for these guys. No jump starts, great stuff from everyone there. But the Haas driver of Groovy has got a fantastic run towards turn 1. He's up the inside. Can he capitalise here? Yes, he can, as everyone else seems to be very tight through there. Some guys having an awful time on the exit. But anyways, we thunder towards turns 2 and 3. Groovy is your new race leader with Twistburn in 2nd. And Cold Steel in 3rd as everyone starts to go deep and into the hairpin. It's going to get tight and twisty. There we go. Ashburn getting pushed into the side of the Red Bull. They seem to untangle themselves. Great stuff. But it seems to be getting too tight and twisty for some guys, too hot and heavy. But as you would expect with Austria, it's a very tight track here. The Ferrari's up the inside, just about, I tell you now. Oh, look at these, they're all getting stacked up. Bait is around. That is literally, ladies and gentlemen, the definition of the accordion effect on the exit. Absolute disaster. As we ride aboard the Saints Power, he's side by side with Dipwind. Dipwind with a fantastic start here. He's around the outside. Great pass by Dipwind from last into 10th in 1 lap. Absolutely great stuff from himself there as we jump up back up towards where the mid pack is. Basically, we're trying to see where the battles are as the race leader Groovy crosses the line with Twistburn 6 tenths behind. But the battles are covered into turn 1 now between Sprix and Becco, Wardy and Killers. So Sprixie and Becco. Becco seems to have got a good run here. How can he get on down towards the braking zone? Sprix doesn't quite defend the inside. Becco down the inside, hard on the brakes, but they're side by side on the exit. He couldn't quite do it. And what a great stuff from Sprixie. They were saving it around the outside through the hairpin. Unbelievable. Still can't get your name right, bud. Down the inside goes Becco, but again around the outside goes the Jesus Christ. And he finally makes the move stick. Good stuff from Becco. I'm going to get away from 6th position for now. I tell you now, talk about tongue twisters. The Alfa Romeo and Sprexy or whatever his name is anyway. But stay on board. A Killer Freddy. Can't believe it. Unbelievable stuff. Great maneuvers from these guys. It's true, the right-hander here. A little bit of tires on the grass as well. Whoa, everyone's starting to set faster laps here as well as everyone's trying to take advantage of DRS and ERS deployment as well. The McLaren down the inside towards turn 1. He thinks better of it. The Alfa Romeo wasn't going to be giving it to him anyway. But he got a 3-second time penalty for it as well. So Sprixie is having an awful time. Down the inside goes the McLaren. Again, we know that's not going to really work here. He's a demon on the brakes. But Saints powers after dropping down a few positions. And Assassin's up into 10th. Good stuff. But where's the battles at? Telling you now, we stay on board. The McLaren, Freddie trying to down the inside again. Still not able to make that move stick. The hard tyres are really trying to hold them guys up. But Twistburns right in the back of Groovy here. The race lead is heating up between Groovy, Twistburn and Owls. Twistburn 2 tenths behind Groovy, gets a bad run through turn 1, but he's got plenty of DRS. DRS is going to be wide open as well, so it's just keeping him in touch. That 4 of 36, these guys I think are just trying to tick away at a few laps here. Killer Freddy gets into 6th position, good stuff from himself, as Ashburn trying it down the inside, not quite on Sprix. Groovy, the race lead has changed, I can't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. Groovy has been passed by Twistburn. Twistburn, slam dunk, bided his time, and he pounced when the opportunity arose. Didn't quite see it here on the stream, unfortunately, but that is a new race lead here by Twistburn. Groovy is in 2nd, Owl is still your top 3. So we rejoin the pack here with Ashburn well and truly in the thick of this battle out here through turn 9 and 10. We're going to go again. A little bit wide on the exit there, you'd have to say. The car in front is getting a good run, but the McLaren gets it on the exit of turn 10. Towards turn 1 we go. Thinks better of it. Does he into the braking zone? Yes, he does. But it's all about the all-important exit here. A little bit squirrely, but he's definitely on the back of it. Assassin is right on the back as well. So the McLaren would want to get this move done. Pulls out of the slipstream towards the braking zone we go. A little bit of contact there, you'd have to say as well. The Alfa Romeo squeezed on the exit also. So it's getting really tight and twisty with these guys. You can see them both turning in on each other, doing a mantle and center, but the McLaren has to settle back. Down towards the braking zone we go, and great defending there, you'd have to say, from Sprixie in the Alfa Romeo. Great stuff, planted his car very well indeed, and he wasn't gonna take no for an answer. I'm telling you now, he definitely fought back with that one. And Ashburn is frustrated yet again for another lap here. Sprixie gets another time penalty, but it's not about time penalties right now, and you're going to be battling for every position you have to get. So close, the closing speeds, different lines through the corner really showing there. Very close indeed, I'm telling you now. Ashburn trying to get it here, but he's had a bad run. Assassin's down the outside. Ashburn trying to defend. He has defended successfully in there, but one can only assume it's going to be a matter of time, because Assassin is really hounding these cars in front, and any opportunity he's going to get, he will take it. Oh, look how deep he was into the braking zone there, and the McLaren trying to get it on the exit as well, so they're kind of concertinaing themselves into each other. They're losing so much time. The McLaren, is he going to do anything? No. Takes the racing line again. He runs wide, and this is hemorrhaging time from these guys to the car in front. Killer Freddy's saying thanks very much indeed. I'm going to pull away here. 1.3 seconds now, you'd have to say. Handy bit of a gap. Oh, look at this. Ash has a fantastic run. He dives it down the inside towards turn 9. A little bit of contact is made, and he makes the move stick. Great stuff. But the Alfa Romeo's back up the inside towards the last corner. Not quite. And the Red Bull behind Assassin's going to try and make a move, is he? So we right aboard Assassin. He gets a double slipstream. They're nearly side by side. He boxes him in. And Assassin's going to get a 2 for Izzy. Not quite. Good defending by Ashburn around the outside. But I'm telling you now, Sprix is going to be the one well and truly devastated here. Look at this. 3 wide towards the braking zone as they go in there. What a maneuver by Sprixie, Ashburn and Assassin for getting away from it. Absolutely great driving, I tell you now. What a maneuver by Sprixie. Takes full advantage. Everyone tripping themselves up on the exit, but Sprixie was right there, and you can't fault them for it. I would have done exactly the same. And Ashford and Assassin catching themselves out. Absolute fantastic racing between everyone involved. Ashburn spun! I can't believe it. I was having a sup of me drink. Ashburn spun in the middle of turns 5 and 6. And he's spun himself all the way down into 12th. Oh my word, holy moly. These guys, if it doesn't show on the stream, ladies and gentlemen, these guys are pushing phenomenally hard out there, trying their very hardest. It's hard enough to get a 10th around here on time trial, and you're trying to battle with everyone as well. Keep an eye on your mirrors, keep an eye on your braking zone, especially when you're in a 3-wide situation. Absolutely great stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't beat it. That's what it's all about in the International Friends Racing League. But the Sprixie gets wibbly wobbly on the exit there. Squirrely he does indeed. And Assassin says thank you very much. And he just slips right on by. Didn't even have to make a maneuver. So Assassin's into 7th. Good recovery from himself on them medium tyres. Dipwinds come in on them softs. So we'll see how he gets on for the rest of the race on his hards. But absolutely great stuff. And the battle for the race lead is starting to carry on here. Tisburn is only 7 tenths in front of Groovy. In turn, only 5 tenths in front of Owl. In turn, only 6 tenths in front of Cold Steel. So these guys are biding their time, taking them laps away. It's lap 9 at 36, ladies and gentlemen. Still plenty to go in this Grand Prix. Anything can happen, and it normally does in Formula 1 and in motorsport. So we look forward with great intrigue to the rest of this race. Still Constantine again into the hairpin. Very easy to lose the rear, pushing ever so slightly too hard. These guys have it in the bag so far, so good. They're 4 seconds in front of Becco. Becco's faded, you'd have to say. He was up there in the sprint, but I don't think this tyre is probably suited him. We'll have a look now at the tyres actually. Now that I mention it. Everyone's really on mediums down to Sprixie in 8th. Oh no! Who was that? That was Owl out of 3rd position, wide through turns 5 and 6. Got away with it, but lost the position there to Cold Steel. And Cold Steel didn't really have to do anything about it, but I tell you, he's going to have to defend hard for it because Owl is right behind. What can he do now? Owl is going to want to try and fight back as soon as possible. Killer Freddy behind though is pulled into the pits, triggering the undercut perhaps. As we have a look here, down the back straight. There's 3 we go. Still very close between these drivers. This is one of the closest battles on the track. We are keeping an eye on the race lead just in front as well, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget. But we have the top 4 drivers all within the same camera. Great stuff, you'd have to say. So Cold Steel is just, well, I suppose that will be contributed to Owl's mistake. He's dropped 1.3 seconds behind Groovy. Probably already that far away behind anyway. Groovy lost himself about 2 seconds with that mistake. He's lucky he didn't lose the front wing or the race. Anyway, can he do anything about it? Towards turn 1 we go. That was raging for a race lead. Oh, great run, is it? Not quite on the exit there. Struggling with the acceleration, but he's definitely in a slipstream. Pulls to the inside now, well before the braking zone. The Ferrari Cold Steel isn't going to be doing too much defending into here. Good stuff there by Owl. And Cold Steel, I think he's just trying to tick them laps away. He's got the smart hat on right now. Good stuff from everyone involved there. And Owl retakes 3rd position. Cold Steel is relegated back to 4th. But it's a long race, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 11 of 36. We're not even a third away through the Grand Prix yet. The Ferrari and Alfa Romeo behind are getting tasty as well there. Alligator is also sniffing in the background. Seems to have settled itself out there for the race lead for the moment. So we'll concentrate on this battle here between 7th, 8th and 9th. Seems this Brixie's after having a good run through the 5 and 6 though, so good stuff from himself. He needs to try and keep that momentum, keep the head down. He's wide again though. If you're picking up them penalties. Here we go, Alligator right in the back now of St. Power. What's going to happen between these two? They're going to get a double helping of DRS as well. Nice little slipstream for this Aston Martin behind. He's got a great run though. I don't think he's going to have to be doing too much forward. He's already pulled out a slipstream. Around the outside he goes towards the braking zone. And it's already done as he swoops to the inside to defend it as well. The Ferrari tries to bring it back around the outside, but ultimately has to concede to position as the Alfa Romeo just slows right down on the inside. Lets these guys go, almost, you'd have to say. And yeah, Alligator and Saints up into 7th and 8th respectively. So there we go. Not quite sure. We'll stay on board with Sprixie here, because maybe he was making up for an issue earlier on in the race, perhaps. But not quite sure. He's 1/10 behind the Ferrari though. Oh, look at that. That curb is trying to suck them guys into the wall. We were just on board. We've seen it. Great save by Sprix there. And the Ferrari in front, you'd have to say. Very loosey-goosey from these guys. The Ferrari's a little bit wide through the last corner here. Sprixie's going to have the DRS. Can he do anything towards turn 1? No, not really. There's a car spun. Is that Twiz? Who's spun on the exit? Yellow flags. We've got a safety car, ladies and gentlemen. Bate has crashed, unfortunately, out of the Grand Prix. He's just going to be here on the right-hand side. Absolute disaster for Bate in the Alpine. But that's a safety car, ladies and gentlemen, here in the International Friends Racing League. Unbelievable stuff. So yeah, what are you meant to do with that one? The grid is going to be packed right back up here. Everyone's going to take a nice advantage towards getting a new set of tyres. Is there anyone already out to make a pit stop? Killer Freddy. He might come in for a new set of mediums, perhaps. So here we go. The race leaders are coming in. One would assume they're going to go on to them hards to go to the end of this race, or they could be cheeky and go soft. Who knows? Pit lane action here in the Grand Prix. So as we wait for the crocodile to come back, we'll have a look at a replay earlier on. It will be. We shall soon find out. So this is lap 9. This is Cold Steel and Owl. So I think we're going to see Owl's situation here. We'll have a look. As he comes towards turns 5 and 6, they go. Nice lines from that Ferrari, you'd have to say. And there it is there. Just ever so slightly in turn 5. Was about to lose the rear end, and he saved it, ladies and gentlemen. What a fantastic save from Owl, you'd have to say. Very good indeed. We'll have a look at that now. We'll have a look at side by side. That's not working. So we'll go back to the stream. Good stuff. We're back on the stream, ladies and gentlemen. That was very interesting. Side by side. Owl in turn 5 though had lost the rear end. Had to try and save it. Okay. I tell you. When you're good, you're good. When you're good, you're good. So there we go. The side-by-side replay action for you here, ladies and gentlemen, in the International Friends Racing League. I was waiting for it. Sure you guys were too out there. Great stuff. Alright, so we'll jump back towards the game capture now. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. So we rejoin the race here in the commentary booth. It's lap 15 of 36. T. Wisburn is still your race leader with Groovy in second. GTL is in third. Cold Steel is in fourth. Becco is your top five. So most people on them hards now, it seems to have swapped around. Alligator and Sprixie are on them mediums. St. Powers also on them mediums. But everyone else on them hards, is it looking a bit dull out there, ladies and gentlemen? You'd have to say it is a bit. Not looking that great out there. I'd be hand out of the cockpit, or sorry, the cockpit to see what's going on. Is the safety car going to be in this lap? No, I do not think so. Still have a couple of stragglers at the back, but in fairness, all power to them, trying to take advantage of anything they can. So Twisburn is still your race leader following that Aston Martin safety car. One would assume this is the final lap. The teams will be getting the radio message. Get their drivers ready. Safety car will be in at the end of this lap. Wait for them lights to go out there. But very important for these guys. We have a look at Twisburn as he's right on board, weaving very aggressively to get heat into them tyres. That is one of a very treacherous situation these guys are going to be facing with this restart. It will help if they're on brand new tyres, but it's still going to be absolute dodge central because these cars are going to be very cold indeed on their tyres, and trying to rely on them through the corners is going to be fantastic here. So the safety car is in at the end of this lap. Twisburn takes over the safety car obligations. He is effectively the de facto safety car. It's up to him when to accelerate and when to get this race back under green flags, but he needs to be cautious of the cars behind. He doesn't need to be accelerating and braking and taking the piss. Basically, it's one momentum, one acceleration, and go, bring it back. But it's all down to him when he decides to go. He's gone already, ladies and gentlemen. He's driving it towards turns 9 and 10, and he's gained about 5/10 on the car behind. Great stuff. Great restart. Groovy's been caught napping here. Owl is going to try and take advantage towards turn 1. I think Ashburn spun. Yes, he has. I told you someone's going to come a cropper with that one. But he recovers nicely. So Owl is going to try and take advantage here down towards turn 1. Twisburn is still your race leader, but he got a fantastic restart there. Really caught Groovy napping, as the rest of the cars seem to be going side by side down towards the braking zone here. Briggsy, Ashburn and Spriggs all side by side into the braking zone. The Red Bull driver hooks that inside, but the Alfa Romeo goes around the outside. What a great maneuver. You have to put your hat to him there. Spriggsy around the outside of Briggsy. Great stuff. Great racing, great pass. What an unbelievable maneuver there. As we look back towards now Assassin, Becco and Cold Steel, the battle for 4th, 5th and 6th. Keeping an eye on the race leaders' gaps as well. This restart lap is very hectic, you'd have to say. Time penalties coming a cropper at the moment, but it's not really about that right now. We'll let that sort itself out at the end of the Grand Prix. So, through the last corner we go here. Becco still in 5th, Assassin in 6th, but Cold Steel is defending the inside. Look at this. Becco up into 4th position. The Red Bull trying it on too. Cold Steel has to defend hard. Loses all the momentum through turn 1. Assassin is right on him, and so is Alligator. Alligator with a double slipstream here. Can he do anything about it into the braking zone? He thinks better of it. No way. Jose has to go around the outside there. He got a little bit cut off by that Ferrari, but he wasn't meant to know he was there. And he's still there. Look at this great maneuver here by Alligator. Can he do anything about it? Not quite. Not quite. That sky is still threatening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure. Not quite sure how it's going to pan out here, but it's these guys who need to worry about it, not me. I'm just going to commentate. It'd be absolutely great. We got a splash of rain here in the race, but it's very entertaining out there. These guys really have their hands full with each other. They're really showing their racecraft, and it's an absolute fantastic thing to be watching here this evening and to be bringing it to you guys out on the land of the internet. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It is the International Friends Racing League. It's round 12. It's the feature race, ladies and gentlemen. It's lap 19 of 36. Huge stuff down towards the braking zone now. We've seen Ash just making a maneuver into turn 1. Alligator being relegated. Oh no! Spriggs is being tapped around by Briggsy behind. Little bit of a tap. Lost about 2 seconds there. You can still see the battle in front though, so he will be raging. We'll see how he gets on for the rest of this Grand Prix. Can he catch the guys in front? Because if they start battling, you know yourself, ladies and gentlemen, you see cars in front, they start battling, and within about 2 or 3 laps before you know it, you're there with them too. Bexy gets a 3-second time. Oh, sorry, Becco gets a 3-second time penalty in 4th. That's not going to do him any good. An Assassin right behind. But the battle is still raging here between Alligator. Oh, loose. Alligator, Briggsy and co. Groovy's clawed that race lead back to within a second. You have to give him props for that one. Still keeping an eye up the top left. Alligator not quite close enough into the braking zone. Defending it beautifully. In turns 4 and 5 as it drops down the hill towards now the only left-hander on the track. There's 2 of them. It's turn 6 and turn 7. The exit there now, that exit curve, we've seen it already with Spricks earlier on. It will suck you in, will lose the rear end of you. The rear end just rides it just ever so slightly. And it's enough to unsettle the car and take the control away from you. And before you know it, sure, if you're correct, then you're already in the wall, basically. 3/10 though between Alligator and the McLaren upper front. He shows the nose into turn 1, showing his intent to what he wants to do. But can he get the run? Alligator in 8th, trying to make positions into 7th here. Ashburn decides better of defending. And Alligator just dives it up the inside. But look at this. The outside seems to be a great defensive maneuver for these guys this evening in its own right. Good stuff. Look at this. Briggsy right behind as well, getting in. What's Briggsy going to do down towards? Oh, they're nearly 3 wide again. I can't believe it. Contact with the McLaren up in front. The Red Bull is muscling his way through in the inside. He has indeed. Great stuff by Briggsy, although a little bit elbows out. There you go. This is what you get. Rubin's racing after all, but he gets loose on the exit there. Is Ashburn going to return the favour? I think he did. I tell you now, Briggsy gets pushed right back out there. Great stuff. Loses the rear end and he's relegated back to 9th position. All that hard work, I'm telling you, he's done a fantastic job to get his nose in there. And he just threw it away on the exit. Very easy to do. But great stuff nonetheless by these guys. Great battling through the whole grid as always. Cold Steel gaining on Assassin up in front. Can't do anything about it, but he gets a brilliant drive through the hairpin. And he looks as if he's down the inside. I think he is. Yes, he is. Assassin can't do anything about it. Into the braking zone we go to turn 4. And that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. What a great maneuver. Cold Steel planted his car on the apex as well. So Assassin couldn't try the undercut, the over-under, as they say in America. The old switcheroo in the commentary booth. But that is Cold Steel into 5th position. Great stuff from these guys, absolutely, as always. I keep saying that, I need to stop saying it. Briggsy is on the back of Ashburn, who's ghosting, unfortunately. I don't know what's going on here. Takes full advantage. Thank you very much indeed. Oh no, Ashburn, get back in, buddy, get back in. You've been driving phenomenally this evening. Everyone seeming to settle themselves out once again, although Assassin is right back on the back of Cold Steel, showing the nose into the braking zone, trying to intimidate the car in front, but Cold Steel ever showing his true form here. The Iceman, perhaps. Cold Steel, can you do anything about it? Can you make him shatter under pressure? I'm not quite sure. We'll have to wait and see. He's still in 5th at the moment. Ashburn, yeah, he's ghosting, unfortunately. We'll stay on board with Assassin for now. The battle for 5th and 6th. So Assassin still hassling Cold Steel up in front, showing the nose into turn 1. Again, not really the prime passing opportunity, but it's all about the drive. Through turn 1 and 2, all the way towards turn 3. He seems to be on the DRS all right. Is he pulling to the inside? He is indeed. Not much defense from the Ferrari up in front, you'd have to say, but it doesn't matter. Assassin gets it, and Cold Steel is relegated back to 6th. But look at this. Cold Steel back in the slipstream here, pulls back out, and he's true towards the braking zone. Very tactical maneuvers there by these drivers, but Cold Steel regains the position. Great stuff by Cold Steel. Really good racecraft there, you'd have to say. And that's the kind of move you want to watch out for on the last lap, ladies and gentlemen. That is something that could make you or break you as we tick on to lap 25 of 36. Not many laps left, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming into the closing stages of this Grand Prix. Assassin still lining up Cold Steel into braking zone for turn 1. Not quite. I don't know. Would you bother showing your nose anymore? You're just not going to launch it. I know you aren't. He knows you aren't as well. But anyway, Assassin trying to work again on the back of Cold Steel. Can he pull out into the braking zone? He is up the inside here, but how to get on in the exit? Cold Steel, you have to say, just gave it to him almost. But he might have been having his own issues into the braking zone, you'd have to say. Good stuff from Assassin into 5th. Cold Steel has been relegated to 6th. We'll go side by side of that now. We'll see how this is working this time round. Yeah, not too bad. It's what you want, ladies and gentlemen. So, down at the bottom right hand side, you will see the instant replay as we have a look there at Assassin lining up Cold Steel down towards turns 3. Shows the nose on the inside. He is given the racing room. He takes the opportunity and he says thank you very much, straight down the inside, and that's what it is, and you leave the door open. But in fairness, it's all about getting to the end. These guys still concentrating on their Grand Prix here this evening. It's lap 26 of 36 now, ladies and gentlemen. So we're getting, as I said, into them final closing stages, and these guys up in front really don't want to be seeing a late safety car, you'd have to say. It's been a fantastic Grand Prix out there all race long so far, as the battle for the race lead intensifies once again. Groovy has just popped in under the 1 second margin, but Twisbird is pushing tremendously hard. We can see just in front, and Owls is a little bit further back as well. But what can Groovy do here? It's all about the race lead here. Can he gain within that DRS zone to take advantage down the straights? We'll see. He's using a lot of his ERS as well, trying to get up there. Twisbird has it all in hand, you'd have to say. But 9/10 between them. DRS is wide open, so there's going to be massive pressure here towards the end of this Grand Prix. He's cracked it, ladies and gentlemen. He's in within that 1 second, and he's gained it all the way down to 8/10 in one straight. Look at that, unbelievable stuff. Twisburn's going to be right back on it. Look at that, he's used a... Oh no, wait, that's a different guy. Twisburn is still on that 78%, so he's not really too hampered with the car behind. It's all the way down to 5/10. I'm not quite sure. Do you want to be given the car behind 10 laps to have a shot at you. But in fairness, he mightn't have an opportunity. He's pushing tremendously hard. They all are out here, ladies and gentlemen. And literally, it could be a momentary lapse of concentration. We've seen it before already in this Grand Prix. We might see it again. That's all it can take. So Groove is still in second. Twisburn still your race leader. But for how much longer? It's Haas against Alpine for the race lead here. Three tenths now between them, I tell you now. Oh no, I think Ashburn's crashed out of the Grand Prix. He has, ladies and gentlemen, and we've got another safety car. Ashburn has crashed. The McLaren driver drops it out of the last corner. Absolute disaster for Ashburn. And that is another safety car. Oh no, he was doing so well. Great stuff from Ashburn this evening. Oh, Saints Power getting a penalty under safety car. No need, but I've done it myself, but no need. But Ashburn crashes out of the Grand Prix in the sister McLaren to Killer Freddy, and that's it. And that is not what these race leaders wanted, ladies and gentlemen. I said it only a lap or two ago. Commentators curse, call it whatever. But Twisburn, Groovy and Owls now, they need to come in for tyres. Otherwise, it'll be a Hamilton Verstappen situation all over again. Into the pit they come. No. Owls has stayed out, ladies and gentlemen. So now, who else stays out? That's the question. And can anyone get back around to get in front of Twisburn? Oh, Twisburn is lost the position in the pit lane. Did he have a... No, wait a minute. They sorted themselves out. I thought we had a good old-fashioned pit lane battle there between the teams, the pit crews, but my thoughts deceived me. Owl is your new race leader. Very interesting indeed. We'll see what tyres everyone's going with. Ultimately, soft is the aim of the game. So that's Owls on 15 lap old hards. He could very well do it here if only other people had come in. St. Power having a 5-second penalty. I tell you, that's not been a good like minute and a half for him. He's got a 5-second penalty and a speed in the pit lane, all in space one lap. Absolutely. Throw your controller out the window style. But no, lap 29 of 36 here in the commentary booth. It's the International Friends Racing League, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to check out their Discord. I'll put it in the description after the chat here this evening. But it's a pleasure, as always, to be commentating here in the Lemony Tang commentary booth, bringing you this International Friends Racing League Grand Prix. It's the final round of the season, ladies and gentlemen. These guys only have a handful of laps left, pretty much, to enjoy themselves from Austria here this evening. But they will be back again. Do not fret. Their season starts soon. Get in touch with the Discord. So, Owl is your inherited race leader. Hopefully we only have one lap to go here, but Saints Power is quite a far way away. Lap 29 and 36, they do normally give the time as well at this moment of the race for the cars to settle themselves back. So hopefully we've got one more lap, ladies and gentlemen. We shall have a look at the latest replay. So Assassin again, this was the battle for 5th and 6th. We didn't quite get the safety car crash, unfortunately, so this is the battle for 5th and 6th at the time. Assassin dives it up the inside, a very late manoeuvre. Cole Steele gives him plenty of room. Down the inside he goes, a very textbook manoeuvre there. Great racing from both drivers all around, you have to say. And that was the position gained by Assassin. He's been making his way up through that grid all race long, as many others have been as well. I can't believe it. What's going on with the race leaders here? GTSL was out of the lead for a split second and Twisburn had retaken it. There's safety car shenanigans going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to get it in this time round? Come on. Interesting. Another lap. Tactic Clay from Saints Power. I'd nearly do the same myself. Handy enough for Owl as well. One less lap he has to defend. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It was a little solid. It would be rude not to. It's the International Friends Racing League, brought to you by Lemony Tang this evening. It's round 12. It's the final race of the season, ladies and gentlemen, and it is from Austria. We've been treated to a fantastic race so far, and sprint evening all around. In qualifying, we had Assassin, Groovy and Briggsy in first, second and third, but that was all thrown up in the air in the sprint race with Twigsburg, Groovy and Steele taking first, second and third. But the safety car is in now. Who's going to get the spoils for the final race of the series, ladies and gentlemen? The final race of the season, I should say. Owls takes over the race, the safety car. And it's up to him when he takes these cars back to green flag racing. Deciding not to go early. It's all down to him though. He's on them hard tires as well. I can't believe it. He must be sitting there going, oh no. Anyway, he's gone. Good restart from himself through the final corner. And it's all down to Twigsburg now and Groovy and co to get this race theirs. They've got one hand into the trophy, but Owls has put himself smack bang in front of them. But as they go through turn one now, Twigsburg gets a fantastic run already. 2 tenths between them as they come down towards the braking zone. Owl defends the inside. No, he doesn't. He leaves it wide open there for the soft tyres, but he's very confident on them brakes. You'd have to say Owls gets a good exit here as well, but Twigsburg trying it on the outside. What can he do? The ERS is being deployed as well as he pulls to the outside towards the braking zone, trying to use the superior grip to go around the outside. And what a race maneuver here. Twigsburg retakes the race lead around the outside from GTS Owen. And now it's down to Groovy. What can Groovy do? It's lap 32 of 36, ladies and gentlemen. Still plenty of racing to go. Groovy wants to get past this car in front as soon as possible. He's pulling to the inside towards turn 9. And it's the move already made. Yes, it is, as they swoop it through turn 9. But he runs wide. I can't believe it. Into turn 10 we go. Want to watch out for them penalties now at this late in the race. It really will cost you a lot of time and positions at the end of it. But everyone seems to be settling themselves out quite well so far. Lap 33 of 36. Everyone now trying to make as many positions up as they possibly can. Everyone in one big line as we ride back on board at Briggsy looking forward. I think it's Cold Steel trying to make moves on Assassin. No, not quite. That's Becco on Owls now. So this is going to be interesting. So Groovy has got by Owls and now Becco is on the back of Owls. What can he do? Can Groovy get... Groovy's within that second as well, so well within the DRS zone for the race lead. It's going to be kicking off any moment now. 1 second between Owls and Becco, so he'll be out of the DRS zone. Everyone's still settling themselves out towards the back of the pack. DRS is enabled, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 34 of 36. We are counting down these laps. Oh, a little bit wide there from old Becco's going to be right on him here, down towards the braking zone. ERS is wide open, and DRS, look at this, pulls out to the outside towards the braking zone to go. Owl doesn't stick his nose down there. I would have been half tempted if I was him myself, but he's trying to get to the end here. Assassin's got a good run on him as well. 5 tenths between the race leaders also. It's going to kick off momentarily between these guys. Let's jump back on board. So that's Groovy in second, hounding down Twigsburg, your race leader. Not many opportunities left, ladies and gentlemen. Really would be starting to get a bit antsy-pantsy in that cockpit for these guys. Can't throw it away now though, that's the most important thing. A solid result to finish off the season. Assassin gets a 3-second time penalty. That'd be good news for Cold Steel behind. But what can Groovy do now? Through turn 1 we go. 5 tenths between the race leaders. ERS and DRS wide open. How are we going to go down towards the braking zone? It's still 5 tenths, so it's going to be status quo for now. Doesn't think about a late dive either. Assassin on the back of Owl as well. So this battle is raging here towards the top 10, basically just battling hard towards the end of this race. It's the penultimate lap, ladies and gentlemen. The race lead is within 2/10 of Groovy for a split second, but the concertina effect takes its toll on the exit as they go through the left-hander of 5 and 6. I'm not quite sure, does he have anything for Twisburn in the lead? Because you can guarantee it, ladies, that these guys are pushing extremely hard now at this stage. Ultimate concentration, 120%. Oh, a little bit loose between these guys as well. It's all to play for here. We're going to start the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. It's the International Friends Racing League brought to you by Lemony Tang. It's lap 36 of 36, and we've got a battle for the race lead. Groovy gets a great run through the first corner, down towards turns 2 and 3 we go. What is Twisburn going to do? Is he going to defend the inside? Yes, he is, but he pulls back at the last second. Groovy's up the inside. Look at that, but he's out, broke himself. Twisburn gets the old switcheroo, and he's back up the inside now. So we ride up board of Groovy down towards turns 4 and 5. The DRS wide open for the car in front now. I can't believe it. Twisburn's absolutely pulled the blinder with it. As they go through turns 4 and 5, it's still Twisburn in the lead with Groovy in second. Going through turns 6 and 7 we go. There's not really much Groovy can do. He needs to pray for a mistake from the car in front. Can he get it though? It's a little bit wide from Twisburn's through turns 8 down towards turn 9. Now we go. All it is now is 2 right-handers. Keep it on the island, keep her lit, ladies and gentlemen, and I think Twisburn's gonna get it through the final corner. He goes. We ride aboard at the race leader. Absolutely legendary race win here this evening from Twisburn. What a tremendous effort from Groovy in second. Cold Steel gets third after the penalties. Owl is in fourth with Becco in fifth. Assassin is in sixth. Brigsby is in seventh. Tipwind in eighth. Alligator in ninth. But ladies and gentlemen, what a Grand Prix. Absolutely phenomenal. I hope you guys have really enjoyed it, because I have had an absolute cracker here in the commentary booth. These guys have had an absolute cracker on the track as well. I hope you've liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Absolutely great stuff. But we look now for Twisburn, your race winner, ladies and gentlemen. Comes out onto the podium. Absolutely brilliant stuff. The trophy is raised, ladies and gentlemen. He is the #1 driver this evening. The team are happy. He's happy. And it's the champagne. What a great race, Twisburn. You deserve it, buddy. Absolutely tremendous effort there from Groovy in second position all the way through the final few laps. But Twisburn really stuck it out there, especially with the over-under there as well. Really got himself there. The move was coming. You could see it, ladies and gentlemen. Groovy launched it, but unfortunately for him, he couldn't quite get it under control into the braking zone. And Twisburn got the old switcheroo, but unbelievable stuff altogether from these guys. That's Twisburn, your race winner, ladies and gentlemen, with Groovy in second. We've got Cold Steel in third. Oh no. I'm after wrecking it, unfortunately. Let me lift that up now myself. But yeah, what an absolutely fantastic Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe it. I've been on the edge of my seat all race long. I'm sure you guys were at home as well. Absolutely great stuff here from the International Friends Racing League. This has been round 12. It's been from Austria. It's been a sprint. I can't believe how entertaining the whole thing was. Absolutely great stuff altogether. But we'll bring you the final standings now, ladies and gentlemen. It was Twisburn in first position, your race winner, with Groovy in second. We had Cold Steel in third. Becco in fourth, with GTL in fifth. Bugsy in sixth. Assassin in seventh. Ashburn in eighth. We had Dig Wind in ninth. Alligator in 10th. Kill Freddy in 11th. Saints Power in 12th. Sprixie in 13th. Wordy in 14th as well. And I didn't quite get the last guy, unfortunately. Sorry about you. But that's been it, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been a privilege. It's been the International Friends Racing League, brought to you by Lemony Tang. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Comment underneath if you want to check out the Discords. And have yourself an absolute beautiful week. All the best.